I should have thought of getting another. Should have been a little bit more prepared. Give me just a moment, folks. I'm sorry. One moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are for Session 5 of Final Fantasy VII. Last we left off, we had just left Midgar. Such a tiny little town now, at least when you're on the world map. I really wish I could rotate the camera while it's overhead, but whatever. Anyway, our next destination is over in that direction. There are a few things I wanted to show off. I already have Cloud's level 2 limit now, his first one. Blade Beam. Hit one enemy with it, and if there are any other enemies nearby it, it'll break off and hit those enemies. It's pretty useful, but the break off, the beams that break off from the first enemy do less damage. As for materia, I haven't really leveled any up, but I did acquire 2 different skills for the enemy skill materia. We have level 4 suicide, which causes critical damage, sometimes small status, which I'll explain in a moment, with enemies that have a level within a multiple of 4, such as Cloud here. He's the one that actually got hit with the level 4 suicide from the enemy, because he's at level 16, which is a multiple of 4 for those who don't really know the multiplications and so on and so forth. Then we have Metro Magic. Very low MP usage, and it hits all opponents, and it does a fair amount of, pretty good amount of damage for this early on in the game. There are 2 others I can acquire at this point, but one of which I am very reluctant to even try for. Anyways, let's move on. Oh yeah, also, from the enemy I got the Metro Magic materia, enemy skill from. I also got Barrett's latest weapon, the Atomic Scissors. It's a physical weapon, so honestly, I'd recommend you put him into the front if you have him equipped with a physical weapon. One of the nice things about Metro Magic is it's a great way to grind for kills that you need. For your next level of limit breaks. So yeah, there is that. Here's Metro Magic as we speak. Best way to find out what your enemy's level is with the sense materia if you don't have access to the guide where a bestiary is. Okay, here we go. There's no need to heal here. If I remember correctly, you get a free heal when you go to the end. Here's Kalm, the next destination that we need to go to. I'll take my sweet time with it, but I'll only stop by one shop if I can find it properly. Let's see, which one's the materia? Maybe it was this one. I think this is the weapons and armor shop, though. Yeah. Ah, here we are. Materia. Need one of them. One of them. Okay. So much for getting another fire materia. That's fine though. Should be able to find one at some point. Anyways, let's head on into the inn. Sorry for checking the clock. It's a habit I've picked up from playing Final Fantasy VI. In Final Fantasy VI, if you check the clocks, most clocks will have an elixir in them, and those are very freaking useful. They restore all HP and MP. Yeah, I know I'm late. I don't care. Fine, let's explain. So basically this part, most of it will be Cloud and Tifa explaining what happened in the past, trying to show everyone, tell everyone why Sephiroth is such a threat to the world. That's going to be the majority of this part. Back then he was different too, so there is that. Yeah, one day Sephiroth just snaps. How you doing? I'm alright. Never had motion sickness. Hey. Settle down. Yay, new materia! Too bad none of the materia and the flashbacks we ever get to use for ourselves. At least none of the ones, not any that Sephiroth has. Not a typical mission. There's a lot I want to talk about concerning this part, but that would spoil a great deal of this game, so yeah. An old Maka reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we'll dispose of those creatures, then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Maka reactor at Nibelheim. Alright, battle number 1. Cloud does not stand a chance at this point. And this should kill him. Oh, he went right after Sephiroth. Nice. Too bad Cloud can't do jack. Bye, Cloud. Whoa, this is a first for me. That's a first. I've never seen Cloud not be attacked. So that's RNG for you, ladies and gentlemen. Random number generators. I'll explain that at some point in the future. I don't really feel like explaining it right now because it's pretty complex. Has nothing to do with the actual story. For those of you who have played the game, or at least watched the either first or second part or session, would recognize that well in the background. This is the hometown. This is Cloud and Tifa's hometown, where that flashback about the promise he made to Tifa happened. It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So, how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. What's that? Huh? His mother is Genova, who died right after she gave birth to him. His father... his father was Hojo. What does it matter? Alright, so let's continue. Mako smells pretty bad here. Yeah, wait a minute. That name of Sephiroth's mother. I remember Genova. It's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. Sorry folks, I can't really do a proper Barrett. Doesn't feel right to me, so I'll probably just leave his lines alone. I'll probably not read a lot of the lines throughout the game. What now? That's just cute. The younger sibling copying the older one, messing up the word. Yeah, level 1, yeah, sure. I definitely grew up to be a strong man at level 1. I'm going upstairs. Neato. Okay, that's one house explored. Let's see, which one was cheapest? Yep, that's Glass House. Here's Tifa's house. Now, question, Sarah. Should I or should I not take something from a drawer up in her room? Yeah? Okay. Alright, let's see. Cloud, did you go into my room? Yeah. Well, if you choose no, you can't go in. Same age as Cloud. About. Maybe a year younger. Cloud. Talking about something really important here. Piano! Piano. Thank you. Oops. That right there is something you will need to memorize. Nah. Okay. Sorry. Ah. Okay, sorry, I don't really have the buttons memorized. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Damn it! There we go. I can't believe it was that difficult for me. Yeah, I played it well. Sure, we'll go with that. But yeah, you'll need to remember how to play that at some point soon. Or not some point soon, but towards the end of the game. Anyway, it's time to go see the mom. Go in there and you get some very weird flashbacks, like literal flashes of memory, as if it's fragmented. For this part, if you do have a history of epilepsy or photosensitivity, I do not recommend you have this part full screen. Okay? Anyways, here we go. If I remember this correctly, anyways. Not really. There are a lot of temptations from the city. I feel a lot better if you just settle down with a nice girlfriend. I'm alright. An older girlfriend, one that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you. I'm not interested. Are you eating right? Alright, the company takes care of me. Cloud? You know Cloud. Alright, Cloud. Let's stop this. Yes, let's. It's starting to hurt my eyes. Sorry, I couldn't help but go in there because I knew it would mess with Barrett. I'm trying to remember if I go into the inn or the mansion to rest. Zungen. This man right here is who taught Tifa how to fight. Oh, right, he actually mentions that. Silly me. There's not really any items to find or anything like that. Time to go upstairs, talk to Sephiroth, and call this part a night. This part of the stream. I'm not ending the stream, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to wake you up tomorrow. Yeah. Meaning one of you is sleeping on the floor. Not it. Anyways, all jokes aside, time to have them take a rest so that they can do the next part of the flashback. This outfit looks so weird on her, in my opinion. Tifa! Welcome to the stream. Let's see now. Time for the picture. Let's see. Here's Mountain Needle. Alright, we finally get to look at Sephiroth. He has practically all magic that you can, all elemental magic. As well as a couple restoratives. revive, restore, earth. Yes, earth all, ice all, lightning all. Then there's fire. Running. Uh-oh. The bridge. How in the world did they survive? Because that's quite a fall. That's one thing that always perplexed me about this part. Oh, looks like I took the wrong path. Wonder if there are any actual battles here. There's my answer. Okay. Oh, great, these things. Oh well, Sephiroth happened. Yeah, no experience or AP is gained here because everything. Seriously, game? Ugh. Lay flat? Really? Oh. You don't need to worry about getting the game over. Especially since it seems Sephiroth's MP does not go down. Okay then. Alright, here we get a little explanation on what materia actually is. And why the Mako reactor was built here in Nibelheim. Well, not here exactly, but in the next room. Oh, ice wave, nice. You know, honestly, if I had infinite MP, I'd be using the strongest of the spells all the time as well. Show off. Yep, here we go. Because here we get to see the proto-materia. Or what they call the proto-materia in this game. It's a materia that's not completely formed yet. Condensed Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic? knowledge and wisdom of the ancients is held in the material. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling it magic. Or so they say. Alright, I believe we're getting close to the end of the flashback. Here we go. Unfortunately, civilians are not allowed. Sure, some of you probably recognize that area down there where Sephiroth's at. Oops, gotta like thank you. That's what I get for using the analog stick. You know, there are times I wonder whether or not Sephiroth has an actual limit break attack. This is the reason why we're here, and at least in the mission for the flashback. You know. All these tubes coming from that room that's locked, labeled Genova. That's weird. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part's broken. Cloud, close the valve. Why don't you do it? You were right there. Jerk. There. It's done. Trying to infuse humans with Mako energy, with the actual Mako, to where they can inherently use magic of their own will. And this is part of the result. Pretty hideous if you ask me. If possible, I'm probably going to use that for the thumbnail. Exposed to a far higher degree of Mako than you. Another reason why Hojo needs to be put down, in my opinion. Dead living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. He's finally snapped, wondering if he was created in the same way that these monsters were. And that's only the beginning of him losing it. Sephiroth was actually born, so y'all don't need to worry about that. Yay, cutscene! Yeah, Sephiroth hasn't come out of the mansion at all. What we need is up here. I believe to the right. Yep. Okay. To this room, huh? I don't know, let's use our handy dandy hand or go to a spot that looks weird. Down the spiral staircase. Woo! Sorry, I'm kind of out of it and starting to get bored of this flashback. Huh, can't even interact with the door. Just one you could at this point. Oh well. Apparently dead organisms found in a 2,000-year-old geological strata. Next day, Genova confirmed to be an ancient. Genova project approved. The use of Mako Reactor 1 approved for use. This is where he learns a great deal of the truth about himself. Alright, let's get the flashback on the road. Nope, fine. Forget it, I'm out. Let's see, Sephiroth didn't come out of the Shinra Mansion. Kept reading and reading. Sephiroth's theme. Alright. Now to witness the real fall of Sephiroth. Still can't interact with the door. Could have sworn he was able to say something at that point. Sephiroth? Hey. Dude, you back here? Yeah, he is. Who is it? Traitor. Traitor? You ignorant traitor. I'll tell you. This planet originally belonged to the Cetra. Cetra was an itinerant race. They would migrate in, settle the planet, then move on. At the end of their hard, long journey, it was said they would find the promised land and supreme happiness. Those who disliked journeying appeared. They stopped their migrations, built shelters, and elected to lead an easier life. They took that which the Cetra and the planet had made without giving back one whit in return. Those are your ancestors. Sephiroth. Long ago, disaster struck the planet. Your ancestors escaped. They survived because they hid. The planet was saved by sacrificing the Cetra. After that, your ancestors continued to multiply. Now all that's left of the Cetra is in these reports. What does that have to do with you? Don't you see? An ancient named Genova was found in a 2,000-year-old geological stratum. The Genova Project. The Genova Project wanted to produce people with the powers of the ancients, or the Cetra. I am what was produced. He's really making it out that he was manufactured in a test tube, but he wasn't. Time to go back to the reactor, or at least leave the mansion, see what happens next. Set the whole village on fire. All of it. Okay, I can't check Tifa's house. I'm gonna check Cloud's house and now for the one of the most famous moments of Final Fantasy VII. It's pretty wild seeing this. Especially the bits of black in the fire. I don't rightly remember that, but might just be a an effect due to the remaster. Alright. Ooh. 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 That doesn't look good. Tifa's here. Uh-oh. He's planning on using Sephiroth's sword on him. Sephiroth's own sword. Sephiroth really is obsessed with his mom. You can even see it if you ever watch the movie that takes place 2 years after the game ends. In his, I guess you can say clones, but I don't really think they are clones per se. Much as the numbered people in this game aren't. Oh, welcome to the stream. Let's see. Alright. Okay, talk to her again. She'll just keep saying what she said a moment ago. Let's see. Wow, whoever's trying to watch the stream keeps either losing their connection or it's just saying that they aren't there still. Yeah, that's supposed to be Genova right there. Supposed to be, but it's you'll soon find out that it's actually not. Let's take the planet back together. I've thought of a great idea. Let's go to the promised land. Don't full screen this part, I think. Genova's a bit of a destroyer, if I remember correctly. She was a cataclysm that happened to the planet. in that capsule is the real Genova. My sadness, my family, friends, sadness of having my hometown taken away from me. Same as his. Oh well. Yep, he finally snapped. Completely. In the remake, I can easily see it being a back and forth of their faces. You only lived because Hojo didn't want you dead. Though, that's a bit of a spoiler. Excuse me. Oh, brother. Tifa's quiet. Sorry, but Red 13's response to the story. What a fascinating story. This just cracks me up. Alright, just a little bit more and I'll be calling the stream. I know it's a bit of a short one compared to my previous ones, but I'll make up for it at another point. Finally got the PHS. It's basically how you'll be able to switch party members on the go, but you have to be at a save point or on the world map in order to use it. Anyways, let's do a little bit of exploring. There should be some items to find. Can't reach it. How the heck I'm supposed to reach that? Maybe I need to come back for it. Might end up being an elixir or something. Guy in a black cloak. That sounds like Sephiroth to me. Be rough, but you should find a better energy source, really, lady. Alright, let's see. What's going on up here? Okay, that's all I can find here. Find out what's in here. That got it. Didn't want to talk to you again. Alright, let's see. There should be something in here. Yep, another ether. That's good, that's good. Locked, okay. Alright, let's see what's in here. Yeah, you told me that at the entrance. Thanks. Guard source, that's useful. Oh, that's cute. The kid wants to be a soldier. So I'm heading upstairs here, see what we can find. Ooh, an actual chest. And a peacemaker. Let's take a look, shall we? A gun, an actual gun. Nobody in the party can use that. So that means we'll be getting somebody that can use guns of some kind at some point. And for those who've already played the game, don't worry, I've played through a majority of the game. Almost got to the point where I'd beaten it before, so I know who it is. How to get him. Let's see, but yeah, that lady downstairs is right. So long as they continue to use the reactors, they can't stand up to Shinra. Alright, let's see if there's any other things I can find. Wait, what's... Oh wow, a bar. Love how everyone is talking smack about Avalanche. What do we have here? Regular item shop? Yep. Alright, let's see what we have. Don't need any more materia. Alright. Time to get out of Kalm. It's time to hunt for Sephiroth. But that part won't be happening right now. I'll just... as of right now, there is no way to cross where he's running. Whoa, okay. Gonna go ahead and save in case anything happens. Sorry, it's a bit of a habit. And another one bites the dust. Alright. Right there is our next stop. Ooh, that's not good. Tifa needs to die. He just took an item. And death to all of the opposers. Oh, I could have sworn he took an item. Guess not. You know what? I'll show you why we need to come here. Ooh. Step into there and start moving around, he'll... Hey, I'm right here. So long as one person gets flung, it won't be a game over. So there is that. Oh, snap. Did he just... Yeah. Yeah, we're out of here. That was scary. One moment. I don't want to use a Phoenix down, so... Nope, 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 nope. Don't want to deal with another freaking copyright problem. That was obnoxious. The tracks on the ground will be explained in just a moment. When you first come here, though, instead of going to the buildings, talk to this chocobo. Yay! That was a brilliant dance. Very brilliant. And there's a reason for it. We just got our first summon materia. I'll do the equipping here in a little while. First and foremost, let's talk to the old man in the house. Yeah. It definitely would be safer for me to get a chocobo at this point. Frickin' Midgard-Zolom. The giant snake is the Midgard-Zolom, just in case anyone was wondering. It's just, Now, one thing you need to be aware of when it comes to the chocobo. They allow you to, what's the word? They allow you to travel the world without getting into any random encounters. However, in the instance of enemies like the Midgard-Zolom, or Zolom, you can still encounter it because you actually run into the enemy. So while riding the chocobo across the marsh, be sure to steer clear of the silhouette moving across the ground, or you will end up fighting it. I do not remember you. Huh. Billy? Let's see. Alright. We're about to get yet another materia from this kid. But yeah, the claw prints on the ground are where you can go to try and catch a chocobo. But you have to have the chocobo lure materia equipped in order for you to even come across any chocobo. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to buy the chocobo lure. Yep. He's explaining how exactly to catch the chocobo. You have to defeat the monsters that show up with the chocobo. However, in order to keep them from running away, whenever you attack said monsters, You have to use a green on them. It's what they eat. However, they are very vicious, so if you attack them and get them PO'd, they will attack you. And if you get off a chocobo, unless you have it stabled here at the ranch, which at this point you can't do, it will escape and they'll leave. Meaning if you want another chocobo, until then you'll have to go and catch yet another one. 2. Sure, I need it. How fast the chocobo will finish eating depends on what type of grains you feed them. At this point, the mimic are the best ones to get. I'm gonna go for 3 cracker grains. Yeah, that sounds weird, I know. Oopsie. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Putting it up top for now for a good reason. Let's see, materia. I'm gonna go ahead and equip the chocobo lure and chocomog. There's a reason for that. I'm not gonna catch a chocobo in this part. There's one thing I'm wanting to do at this point before I call it. And that's to get into a fight with the chocobo. Hopefully it will be one that is level 4, that has a level divisible by 4. The reason for that is it has an enemy skill move that I can't get from it unless I have it in a critical. And you'll know you got into a fight with the chocobo because the music will be different. Level 4 suicide. Okay, that was not one of them. I should have used sense on it first, but whatever. You know what? I'll save, and I'll do the chocobuckle thing myself at another when I'm off the stream. Instead, before I end it, I'm gonna show off how to catch a chocobo. Oh, good. Same battle. Cracker greens on. Yeah. No, don't run. Don't you dare use those greens. Oh well, that's fine. I'm gonna be quitting anyways. As soon as I show off how to catch a chocobo. You have to be quick. No! Anyways, what you need to do is basically take on the Sorry about that. What you basically need to do is use a green on the chocobo and hope that you manage to kill the monsters that are in the battle with it before it finishes the green. Unfortunately, you all entered the stream right as I'm ending it. I'm sorry. I hope y'all are able to actually watch the video soon. Until then, take care. For all those who are watching the video after I'm done with the stream, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And I hope y'all enjoy the next 2 streams that will come in the next couple of days. When I go back to Bloodborne for the next 2. Anyways, have a good night, or morning, day, whatever. Have a good one. Take care.